Hi guys, welcome to production vlog 6 of Yllista Blood Rose of Osyra. Circumstances have complicated my long-term goals and my daily schedule, but here I am with another update for this project. Look, I'll fill you in on the housekeeping at the end, so let me just show you what I've been working on for this update. After taking a small break, back in July, I did some armor studies to make another healthy attempt at what Assedjian culture would look like. And this time it resulted in the concept art of Assedjian war armor. I referenced armor from the Achaemenids, the medieval Ottomans, Qing Dynasty Manchu armor, and samurai armor, and I just realized I neglected to study anything from Indonesia or... Anyway, I took those references and mixed and matched different aspects and motifs that I felt would fit with Assedji's visual design. Like, there's literally not much logical or critical thinking beyond the gut feeling of, does it feel right? I'd name everything on here that I'd mixed and matched from, but that would take all day. And I bet you have enough imagination to recognize which came from where. So I'll leave you to do that yourself. All I will say is that I am happy that the design can accommodate the symbols, sigils, and kamon in convenient parts of the armor. Glamour shot. Next up, I also concepted out another character. Her name is Sinriha, the demon. She's another character Yllista will meet early on in the story. If I ever get to that part. She is Osyran, and she will actually be the first major character Yllista will meet. Just to clear things up, as I further develop the story, some sequences and characters have switched around in a few minor places, but Ruutanak is still in the story and will still meet Yllista, but just at a later time. Think of Sinriha like a stubborn older aunt who leads field operations for the remnants of Osyra. She's definitely seen enough of the world to know how it works, and likes to take on challenges whenever she can. Also, don't get on her bad side. Locals only know her by the alias The Demon due to her tenacious and aggressive methods of combat. I mean, besides the horns and fangs on her combat mask. Which brings me to her combat mask. It is in reference mostly to Oni mask designs, but also has a little influence from Balinese masks and mythos, namely Rangda. By the time I came around to working on Sinriha, I seriously tried to develop the textile and materials, patterns, and designs. She's sort of a silky embroidered tunic, sash, and cloak, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Assedji fashion's really coming together lately. I like it so much that I just might go back and do a minor redesign of Yllista and Hanali to better line up their design in that direction. Almost. We'll see. More glamour shots. I finally finished the treasury scene. Sort of. This last section had a lot of action shots and a small chase sequence, so I thumbnailed out the shots to get a better idea of the camera compositions and cuts. Afterwards, it was imported to Adobe Animate to polish over the rougher aspects of the frames in greater detail. While I tried to polish and redraw the thumbs, I gave up halfway through. Hence the sort of. Some parts are still a little jank, but the idea is still communicated throughout the sequence. Low-key, I still am a little frustrated at a few shots since the effect isn't felt as strongly or lands properly, given the fact that it likely needs more polish or a sense of movement to sell it. But I've burnt out on it a bit, and it's storyboards, so it's not great, but it's good enough. Beyond that, the treasury scene has a completed first draft. So here's the full treasury scene as a patchwork of all the boards that I've done in what I would probably consider the most janky storyboard sequence I've ever done. Enjoy? Where's the treasury? The archive room! Someone's been here!
Search around. We're looking for something here. Osyra.
What happened? They're here!
Stand guard!
I don't see anyone here. Up! On the bookshelf!
By the will of Jiranaha, get them! Don't just stand there after them!
Well, if that wasn't enough, I thumbnailed the first part of the next scene, the cave scene. Do you remember those background thumbnails? I do. I remember when I used to draw pretty landscapes. That's right, I thumbnailed the whole first part of the scene, right up until the beginning of the flashback sequence. Because yes, there's a flashback sequence inserted squarely in the middle of this scene. I swear I'm not a masochist. I'll likely be cleaning this up as the next thing to do, but I genuinely might make the jump to Blender and use Grease Pencil as a boarding tool instead of Animate because it just keeps fighting back. But stay tuned for coming attractions. And in the spirit of jank, here is the earliest form of the boards as an animatic. And that's about all I could do for this update. You can check out all the work I've done here, as well as the work from previous production vlogs in greater detail on my social media handles. Links in the description. Is that how people actually say it? Okay, so the housekeeping part of the video. Moving to downtown did not go as planned, so a lot of stuff that I was working towards are still unresolved and will still take priority in my life. That being said, I will still work on Yllista when I can and am able. I really want to see this world fleshed out much, much more. And the script is shaping up to be something that at least I think is interesting on its own merits. Although that doesn't really say much since I'm the one writing it. I think it's evident now that Ylista's scope has become greater than me, and I kind of want to channel that energy somehow. With that, I've begun having some crazy ideas on what I could do with this project down the line. Possibly something collaborative? Likely paid if so. I don't know the details yet, since it's so early in planning, but I do have a few ideas on what I could do to push this forward. I'll keep you posted when or if this ever bears fruit. That's all I have for this update. Thanks for watching, and till next time, guys. Cheers.